What's up, guys? I'm Ashley Jenkins, and now that Assassin's Creed 4 and Battlefield 4 are in the wild, they've got a lot going on. First up, Battlefield 4 has a Day 1 multiplayer update available for download on Xbox 360, which doesn't go into detail about what they're changing, but makes 119 megabytes worth of improvements to the multiplayer, and DICE strongly advises you to download it. Note that it's not a title update, it is an optional multiplayer update, so you won't be prompted to install it when you try to play the game. You'll have to download it from the marketplace. They've also announced the release date for their China Rising DLC, which will be December 3rd for Battlefield Premium subscribers, or 2 weeks later on December 17th for everyone else. The DLC will introduce 4 new maps, new weapons, and new vehicles. It will follow their second Assault DLC, which launches first on Xbox One when that hits stores on November 22nd, and contains a set of 4 popular maps from Battlefield 3. And in piratey news, anyway, it's been revealed that Ubisoft may be pulling a sneaky trick with their Assassin's Creed 4 Online Pass, which they call a Uplay passport, by locking down some of the single-player gameplay. Online passes, which are unique codes included with new copies of games that must be redeemed to access the online part of the game as 4, have become popular with publishers over the last several years as a way to recoup some of the revenue lost to the huge used games market. Those who purchase a used copy end up having to shell out to buy an online pass from the publisher. And this may be the first time an element of the single-player game has been locked down, which enters an interesting gray area. In the game, when pirate Captain Edward boards a ship, one of the 3 options he has is to claim it and add it to his fleet. Ships in the fleet can be sent away on missions, and they return after a period of time with the spoils. It's this fleet element that's locked down by the online pass. Now, there is an optional online element in that your friends can help with these fleet missions to make them go faster, but the mechanic itself isn't dependent on that interaction to function at a base level. The game itself is still complete in terms of mission and story, but is it really fair to lock down these extra elements for players who may never realize why they don't have the full experience? Next up, Telltale teased their second season of The Walking Dead game yesterday, and today they released a reveal trailer and the first details for the new season. The game will pick up months after the events of Season 1, with a certain character still looking for safety, and the decisions you make will affect how the story unfolds as it did with the first season. The game will also be affected by decisions you made in Season 1 and the bridging episode 400 Days. No release date yet, but we'll keep you posted when they announce it. Moving on, 343 announced today that their tablet-based Halo Spartan Assault for Windows 8 and Windows Phone 8 is coming to Xbox 360 and Xbox One as a digital game in December. The console version will include the game's 30 missions, the Operation Hydra expansion, and a new online co-op mode. Finally, if you like playing scary games, and come on, what better time than Halloween? Steam is running their Halloween sale now. They've got more than 150 games on offer for up to 85% off. Some of the highlights include Limbo, Fallout 3, Amnesia, Brothers, Fallout New Vegas, Darksiders 2, The Seventh Guest, Slender, and The Walking Dead Season 1. So if you missed that one, you can brush up before the next season. For the full list of games and their discounts, check the link in the description below. And that's the news today. What's your take on online passes? Is it fair for games to lock down content that requires an extra purchase if you buy it used? And should single-player content be exempt? Shout out in the comments below and let us know what you think of today's news. Then visit roosterteeth.com, where we'll stream our gaming podcast, The Patch, for our sponsors tomorrow afternoon.